What is going on YouTube? My name is Twitchy Tango, and today I pose you a question. Is nostalgia bad? Is it not okay to bask in the memory of your childhood, whether it be Pokemon, Spyro, Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, or anything you just thoroughly enjoy, or the cancer that is Fortnite? Because one day, old men in their 30s, when they were dabbing it out and living the good life, will look back on their children and they will ask, Papa, why did you enjoy this garbage? And what you tell them, you teabag them and then dab on them. I'm sorry, that was pretty terrible. Anyways, is nostalgia good? Is it bad? Is it in the middle? Do you think enjoying things makes you entitled to an opinion? Like a 50-year-old man loving Star Wars saying, I don't need no women and people of different backgrounds in my trilogy. That's exactly how you sound. That's exactly how I envision you people getting up in arms about people of different nationalities and colors being in a Star Wars movie. Even in games, people tend to get triggered. But is that the same? Hollywood, with its weird ways, tends to bring up nostalgia in bad ways. Like reboots and all that wonderful, sweet jazz music that they tend to make. Is that your cup of tea? Is that your, kind of varieties of spice select? Do you enjoy that sort of thing in video games? In video games, I've noticed when somebody just reboots, remasters, you get some sort of good praise. 9 times out of 10, it's not really bad. What about Odd and Tasty? Everybody remember that? Remember Odd and Tasty? Is that the franchise I speak of? What about Battletoads? Is that going to get some love? I'm just saying it's all over the place, and all we can think of is, I need to feel good about my childhood. PlayStation 1 Classic came with 20 of the most practically amazing games ever created, but did you know you can do a life hack? Yes, you can. The life hack is you don't buy it. I'm kidding. Buy it, love it, hate it, run from it. It all happens the same. I just butchered Thanos' line. You're welcome, Internet. Is nostalgia really a good thing to dwell on? Should we just leave everything in the past? Learn from it, change from it, die. I don't know. I was trying to go with a Thanos quote, and it really just got butchered. Is that good? In the background, you see me playing some Pokemon. Let's Go Pikachu, and it's pretty fun and entertaining, and I just really enjoy myself. And I just gotta say, it's fun getting back in Kanto or Kanto, however you say it. But is the nostalgia worth it though? With all the changes they made, the one thing I will say about the change that I really enjoyed with Pokemon Let's Go was the going away with random encounters. I think that's good that you can actually see the Pokemon you're looking for. Because I gotta get my Pokemons. I completed the Pokedex and now I just don't want to play it. It's weird how once something I enjoyed as a child, I now do as an adult and see it as a chore. Is nostalgia had this place in our heart that can easily be ruined? If you're a Star Wars fan, then yes, nostalgia is terrible, and you want it to die horribly. Because you think Kathleen Kennedy is awful, but that's for another time, perhaps. Just like the Spiral, the Reignited trilogy, is it fun to enjoy something that you used to play when you were little? Is it okay now? In this day and age, it seems you can't really enjoy something without somebody critiquing it or just downright hating it. And I think that's the society we live in. It's just what we have nurtured children nowadays. Is that if something doesn't appeal to their eyes, obviously it's terrible, and you shouldn't do anything about it. But nostalgia as a whole it's fun to revel in the past. As you can see from this footage, that it's just going from the back, from the old classic look to where it is now. So, do you truly enjoy that feeling when you're sit down and you play a game? It was a game you loved when you were little, and now you see it in full glorified HD, completely revamped. Is it everything you'd hope for? Is it everything you remember? Sometimes the nostalgia you felt was when you were younger and remember the fond memories, and now that you play it when it's redone, remastered, and repackaged in a new way, and you want to turn away from it because you honestly can't stand it and you don't like anything to do with it. I think that's the problem with nostalgia, honestly, man. It's like we loved it when we were little, and then we get something new and exciting, and we get to play it again, and it's all completely different. It's not what we remembered. That's just like I played Crash Bandicoot, and when I was younger, I remember playing this thinking I could beat this in my sleep. And now that I play it, I'm like, well, I suck. It's like the nostalgia we love about things. It was in the past. It was when we were younger, more into it. And now that we play it again, it's like, I'm not feeling it. You know, nostalgia's weird. It's the same with movies. You know, Hollywood's always rebooting franchises and doing something differently. The biggest thing right now is the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it's coming to a standstill this year. We got Captain Marvel, we got Spider-Man Homecoming, or no, sorry, that was a failed. Sorry, Internet, I have failed the Far From Home, and then we got a big one, the coup de grace of all dares, Avengers Endgame. It's supposed to be done with alternate realities, and I'm kind of digging it, man. Let's get the young Avengers. Let's get some new characters in. I am ready. Give it to me. Meow. You just heard it here, folks. I said meow. And, we get into this feeling that nostalgia's great, it's awesome, it's amazing, and then, we start playing it, and we're like, I don't really care for this anymore. It's nostalgia. Was it meant to survive? Was it meant to live or die? It's where it's kind of for me in the middle. I enjoy things from the past. If they release a Nintendo 64 Mini like the rumors say they are, I'm buying the shit out of it because GoldenEye and Shadows of the Empire were my things, and you cannot take that away from me. I just really enjoy the feel of playing something old. Like, one of my friends, I believe, has a Nintendo 64. He's like, you should come over anytime, but I'm kind of weird with social gatherings and people, and I don't want to, but it's like the golden opportunity, the holy grail. I get to play Nintendo 64 where that weird, wanky controls. Man, that was so weird. I picked up a Nintendo 64 the other day. I was like, how did I play this? Like, how did this work in my, of course, tinier hands? Now they're average size, normal size hands. I feel like there was a joke somewhere and I failed. But do you guys love nostalgia? Do you love the feel of playing something old when it's been coated in a paint of something new, like Spyro, Pokemon Let's Go? I really enjoyed Pokemon Let's Go, and there's so many things they implemented from the anime and the manga into it. Like they gave us Green, and Green was a character in the manga. She ended up stealing her Pokemon from Professor Oak, and she was a bit of a thief. She stole from Red and Blue a few times, and it was good to see that. Everything felt good and felt right with Pokemon Let's Go. But when I look back on, playing Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, which I recently got to play when they re-released them, it was sort of this thing in my life where I was like, wow, this is truly fun and amazing. Like, I've never truly thought I enjoyed something as much as I did with Pokemon Red, Yellow, and Blue, especially Yellow. Yellow was like when I had Pikachu, and that was my thing. Is I love Pikachu as a character. I love it as a staple of the Pokemon franchise, and I don't think that kind of nostalgia for me will ever be ruined. I don't think nostalgia has, for me personally, ruined anything, except for the hate that Star Wars gets, or you can forget about the hate of Dragon Ball because that's pretty freaking awful. And of course, with Fallout, the fan base is toxic as all get out. But we cannot. And sometimes our nostalgia gets in the way of what truly matters. Like playing new and exciting things. Say I'm too set in my old ways to enjoy the things that I still love as I did as a child. So now I want to enjoy something. I don't want to enjoy something new, innovating, and game changing because I'm too stuck in my old ways. That's where nostalgia tends to be bad. Nostalgia is, yes, it's good for some people, but bad for others. I personally enjoy nostalgia and then insightfulness that it gives me when I'm playing a game from the past, whether it's, an old Pokemon or an old Star Wars like Knights of the Old Republic. I get into that because it's my good-ish. It's my good stuff. It's the stuff that I enjoy more than anything. And I'm like getting in there, getting in the fun, and it's thoroughly enjoyable and entertaining. So, what do you want to do tomorrow? What do you want to do today? Do you want to enjoy some old school Pokemon? And this is Pokemon Red. Or I think it's maybe Red or Yellow, maybe Yellow. I think it's Pokemon Red. I think I pulled some footage off of YouTube for Pokemon Red gameplays, and looking at that, it's like that was never easy on the eyes. It did not age well, but that's the thing with hardware, is it tends to evolve over time, and that's when we're getting this year. We're getting the new Pokemon, and it's kind of exciting. Spyro Reignited. I had to pick it up. I played the first one. I never truly got into it, so it's good to get back into the grind of playing these old school games when I have the monies, because I has no monies, because I'm always broke, because I don't pay bills. Nostalgia, for me, is a good thing. I don't think it's a bad thing. Then sometimes it's in the middle for me. Sometimes I wish they would keep things in the past instead of keeping things up front, on top, or on the side, getting ready to bleed our childhood for every penny that it's worth. And to be honest, it's done a lot in film, but no, I feel like not so much in games. Even though there's remasters and remakes and HDFIs, like with the Jack trilogy, I have that, and I love every ounce of Jack. I could never get into the first one, maybe because I was too foolish to understand how that game truly worked and its mastery and what it did. But with this video coming to the end, I want to hear you guys' feedback. Do you like when developers in games, throw you some nostalgia your way? Do you enjoy the nostalgic feel of playing a game that's been HDified, or something like Pokemon Let's Go, or Spyro Reignited, or Crash Bandicoot? They're releasing the Crash Team Racing. So, what do you guys feel? What's your vibe? Do you like remakes? Do you like when developers remake games or HD and resell them? Me personally, I don't, but that's just me. With that being said, this is the end of the video. Give me your thoughts in the comment section below. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and check me out on all other social medias. My name is Twitchy Tango, and I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, take it easy.